Today on Scrapping we are starting to work on the PCV system on the Volvo 850. I need to make a list of the stuff that I have to do on this car. There's quite a bit. But the first thing I'm doing is taking out these two bolts right here. They're 10 millimeters. Then these are the fuel lines, which I know there's pressure in the system, so that's going to come off next, more than likely. Sure, I'm going to get shocked, so I'm going to get some paper towels. So it wasn't that much fuel, which is good. And that's just one of two connectors. The other one is down here. Probably have to use a different tool to do this. So what I'm doing here is removing the line that goes from the thermostat housing to the reservoir. This also uses a Torx 25 bit. Man, they make these really tight. Here. There's a little bit of antifreeze there. This out of the way. Now I'm removing the Torx 25 bolt that goes into the fuel rail. Once you remove this, then you can pull out the entire fitting that goes into the fuel rail. It's got an O-ring on it, you'll see shortly. Use this. This has this little clamp on here that holds in this line. So I'm keeping everything in the tool set here so I don't move it. I'm gonna see, there shouldn't be much pressure left in here, but I'm gonna try to release the pressure over here. Yeah, there's still some. So that gets some of the fuel out. Now I think this just pulls out. Yeah, just pulls out. Be careful because you're going to have fuel going everywhere. And I think this just pulls straight out too. Has your injectors on it. Yep. Good tug. Yep, your injectors come out too. One of my injectors decided to stay in. So the kit came with new O-rings for the injectors, and it also came with an O-ring for the fuel line that we just took out. What I do here is I just push in the old injector. They probably should have gotten new gaskets on the top too, because it popped out with it, but the kit didn't have it, so I ended up not doing it. I didn't have any issues. Also, you'll notice there's a vacuum line that comes off of there, and it connects to the throttle body, so you'll see me take that off. Next I take off the intercooler piping that goes right around the throttle body. This involves two clamps. You can just use a flathead to take them off. Next what I do is I take the throttle cable out of the mount that's on top of the throttle body. What you have to do is turn the throttle as you would when you push the gas pedal, and what it does is it loosens the cable. and from there you just pull the cable up and pop it right out. Also, there's a clamp holding on the actual throttle cable. You just pull it straight off, and I'll show you that right here. The throttle cable has this clamp on it. Take off the wire for the holds this wire for the injectors. I'm putting this bolt back in so I don't lose this one. The rest of them I'm keeping where they are for the time being. Pick up this vacuum line. Wow, this one needs to be replaced so bad. I'm just going to put that out of the way for now. This one, I'm just going to order a roll vacuum line and replace everything. It's going to be hard to follow what I'm doing with the vacuum lines. Here's the vacuum diagram for a 1994 Volvo 850 turbo, and it's pretty much the same, and I had to refer to this a couple times. Goes to here. Alright, so just to clarify, this one goes to the second one up from this side. That goes there. And then there's one that's down here that goes all the way down to something down there. I don't think I need to touch that one. Then we got this one. It's really hard to see. This one goes around and comes all the way up to here. It's just another vacuum line. I think that's the one I'm pulling my boost controller off of. So that's that. And then I can take this off while I'm here. Get it out of the way because I'm pretty sure this whole thing comes out as one. So I need to pull off this one, which also feels like crap, but came off. It's got a little clamp on it. Yep, that is definitely that one. And I see another power connector down here. This one's going to be hard to see, but you just push in on them, wiggle them around. There's that. Let's just go over that one more time. This power connector goes down to there. It's hard to see, but that's it right there. So this would be the same procedure for pulling off the throttle body. Now I see a big pipe right here that I gotta get off. I'm gonna have to use a clamp. I wonder if I can take that goes over here. Yeah, it's this one. That guy right there goes all the way around and under and pops out right here. So let's see what we can do. There. I'm gonna probably need all kinds of different extensions and stuff to get these out, but let's see. Looking for the best one to use this. But I can see there's one here, there's one underneath this, one here, there's two here, there's one down here. That's all I can see. I think there's one back in this corner. Yeah, there is. I can feel it. There's one way back, so that one's going to be fun to get to. But we'll see what we can do. I'll probably need, we'll see, I'll get the ones I can get out, but I have all kinds of extensions and stuff. I had to use all kinds of extensions to get these bolts out, use wobbles and all kinds of other things, and some regular wrenches, but I'm just going to do a quick rundown here, because it took forever. So I just want to make a note here. Towards the end of this, I disappear under the car, and what I'm doing is I'm taking off two bolts. They're, I believe, 12 millimeters. One of them's on the dipstick, and one of them goes to, I would call it the engine block, but there's a mount on the engine block. So you need to take off these two bolts to get the intake out. I had a hell of a time doing it. You got to use extensions, but yeah, it's easier to do it in the air. I actually put this back on after the car is in the air afterwards. You won't see this in this video, but lifting the car up to get these out and on is probably the best way to do this. From the ground, it's a 12 millimeter, the bolt on the dipstick. Huge pain in the ass to get to. So what I'm doing here is on the bottom side of the throttle body, there's it's a tube that comes, it's probably an emissions thing, I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm unbolting it here. Now with any luck, as long as you remove the two 12 millimeter bolts and all the bolts that are on the top, you should be able to just pull the intake right off. Just don't forget that tube that's underneath the throttle body. There's a couple ways to take it off, and when I put it back on, you'll see I put it back on different than the way I took it off. So this thing, not sure what it is, but this is like a vacuum style thing here attached to it. So these are crazy bolts that go on it. Now this should be free, and it is, and it's disgusting. I am going to have to spend quite a bit of time cleaning this thing up. It's gross. Filthy in there. It's gonna be like a new car when I'm done with it. Get that out of the way. See, the valves really good from here. They all look clean, nice. These are valves on this side, I should say, because the exhaust is on the other side. So I want to put this back on loose for the time being, just so it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm sure I'm going to need to adjust it when I put it back on, but now I know where it is. There's a lot of filth down here, and I guess that's the starter right there. Let's look at this right there. So there's your starter. The solenoid. Here's your PCV. You just need to figure out where everything goes. It looks like it goes really far away. And we're going to take this guy out next and replace it. But I want to compare it to the new one real quick, which I've had for a long time. I've just been delaying this. Yeah, this all needs a good cleaning. So let's look at this. So I just took this off, just a clamp. This one's attached. The new one it's not. This bracket has to come out. Looks like it's just one bolt down here. And then this has two bolts. It's a 12 millimeter socket to take off the bracket that holds on the intake, and that's what I'm doing right now. One nice thing I must say is the bolts all come out real easy on this car because it's all oily. There's another, I took the first bolt out here. There's another one. If I can find it. Down the bottom corner there. So on the PCV system, these are 10 millimeter bolts. What I have to do is pull this cable. To the side. Alright, there's your second bolt. So the clips that connect here are like clips that are never supposed to come off. So you're gonna have to break them. And then, like this one, these things are not supposed to come off ever, so to replace this, the kit comes with new ones. That's pretty gross around here, so make sure you wipe down anything. Lovely. Yeah, this is gross. There it is. That's the back side, front side. And there's like sludge in this thing. Because this is just like a vent. So, wipe that out. These I'm taking out. It's going to be hard to see. That guy right there. It's got these two, they're Torx heads. It says T20. A lot of the stuff is a T20 on this car. So you loosen these two up and then this whole piece comes off and there's a replacement in the kit. So this piece comes solid. I just pushed it on here. I don't think you need any kind of clamp because they're solid. You're not going to be clamping this down anyway. Somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm putting it on with no clamps. And this piece goes on here. This clamp is just a little tight. Let's put this guy on here. Make sure it's straight. And let's loosen this clamp a little. A little more. Now, I'm going to tighten this guy up. I'm going to put this other clamp over this. Make it so I can reach it. So we're going to go this way. And we're going to push this on. You just want to make sure that bottom one seats itself. And get your bolts back in. That's about it for part one. Part two will be out soon whenever I get a chance to edit it. So I'll see you in the next one.